right, we are back. It is Saturday, which means it's time for Vinyasa, and I have plugged in the computer this time, so all should be well. Apologize for that last streaming getting cut short. It blanked out because the battery died. I plugged it in, and then it came up, and it was still going, and so I taught till the end. And then when I checked the video, it had only gone for that first 28 minutes. So apologies for that, but we will have a good solid practice today with a lot of movement and also holding poses. The theme is building heat, so even holding poses often are building heat. And we're breathing constantly, so there's always a flow of the breath, and we mix the moving and the holding with that flow of breath. This week, I will finally be coming out with some alignment short form videos, not really practices to practice along with, but pinpointing certain types of poses and showing how to use the wall and different things to refine the alignment. So I've been talking about doing that soon, and the time is now. So this week, you'll see that come out. I thank you for your patience with the different proclamations and glitches that I have from time to time. I thank you for making donations if you're able to. There's a description in all of these videos. These live streams all get saved. So practice as much as you want. If you have a little bit, give a little. If you have a lot, give a lot. If you have no budget for online yoga, practice anyway. Share with your friends and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I really appreciate all of that. Okay, commercial series over. Let's actually begin reclined. And we'll do a little bit of core work. But first, we'll just lay down and relax. Take a deep breath and continue deep breath. And just work on a body check here. See how you feel, and notice how deep breath brings in certain qualities in the body and mind. Good. Bring the feet, the insides of the heels, the insides of the balls of the feet together, and then point the right foot and lift until the ankle's on top of the hip. And then at that point, you'll flex the foot and lower. Pointing the left foot, lift, flex the foot, lower. Pointing the right foot, lift, and flex the foot and lower. Left side lift, flex the foot, smooth release. Right side lift, and flex the foot to lower. Left side lift, and flex and release. One more time on each side. Nice, smooth flow. And lifting the right leg, holding the back of the leg, stretching. And if you'd like, you can hold the foot and stretch a little more. And the next option is to do a sit-up toward the leg. And then keep the leg stretched, lay back down. Release and switch sides. So you start, and you can have the knee bent, you can hold the hamstring. But if you're able to, you can straighten the leg, or maybe even hold the foot, do partial lengthening or full lengthening there. And then add a little sit-up, engage. Keep the leg stretched, lay back down. And release the legs. Inner feet together, pointing the toes. Now lifting the right leg and then lowering, lift the left and scissor. And when you're done with the left, lower. And take a deep breath. Bring the feet together, knees into the chest. And re-extend the legs. And repeat. If you have pain in your sacrum, you can keep the legs high. Otherwise, extend to the floor and bend in. And do a couple more. And knees to chest. And open the arms. Take the legs to the left, the body twisting right. And other side. And come back to center. Yeah, good. Let's hold the back of the legs now. Rock up. Maybe take a couple times if you need. And switch to hands and knees. Roll out the back. And then bring the hands back alongside the knees. Lengthen the legs. Feet parallel. And stretch. And flat back. Stand tall. Arms lift. Arms relax. And put weight under the right foot. Open the arms and the legs. And switch sides. Good, let's do that again. But then wobble. And switch sides. Good. And go ahead and do it one more time with weight under the right foot, and this time making the accordion. So different than the wobble, the torso stays still and you open the arms and legs. Good, and switch. Good. Parallel feet. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, downward dog. Hips high, head down. And then switch to a nice plank position. And then back to dog stretch. Plank again. Dog stretch. Plank. 2 more. And then knees down and lower. Inhale. Easy cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, locust. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra, using a little bit of the arms, but not too much. And exhale, lower. Bring the hands to the low ribs. Inhale, up dog. And use the core. Exhale, down dog. And child's pose. Taking some rest and taking time to just relax. Come on up to sitting or kneeling. Big step up with the right foot. Back heel down. Warrior 1. Brace on the thigh. Partial bow. Inhale, lift. Touch near the heel, 2/3 bow. Draw into the core, inhale, lift. And then do a full swing or any of the 2 methods. And inhale to lift. Plank pose. Side plank. Knee down option, otherwise stack the legs, left arm up. Add a push-up if you'd like. Switch the sides. Come on down if you'd like, add a push-up. And dog stretch. Good, take a little gentle child. Come to sitting or kneeling. And big step up with the left foot, knee above the ankle, pass through a runner's lunge, back heel down, warrior 1. Partial bow, lift, 2/3 bow. Lift, full bow. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Plank pose. Right arm up, side plank. If you like, add a push-up. And then switching sides. Come on down, go right to down dog, or add the push-up. Use your core to lift. Deep breath. And walk or lightly hop to the top, half lift, and then full fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Standing pose. And then again, chair pose, feet parallel, then moving the arms back and forth. Good. Plank pose. And then segue into the elbow plank. And Sphinx pose.
Go ahead and come on down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. And then either lift to neutral or bring the hands lower. Up dog. Use the core. Down dog. And child's pose. And come on up to sitting or kneeling. Big step up with the right foot. And lengthen the back leg, centering the back heel, and coming on up, crescent lunge. And then do partial bow, 2/3 bow. Full arm swing. Inhale, lift. Exhale, downward dog. Stay here, or if you'd like, take an up dog or cobra. Use your core to push back, down dog. Child's pose. And transition to sitting or kneeling. Big step up with the left foot. Lengthen the back leg. This is our crescent. Partial bow. 2/3 bow. Full bow. Yeah. Deep breath. Exhale. Downward dog. And knees down. Let's go ahead and turn to the side and walk or hop the feet apart. Draw into the core and come on up. Open the arms and open the right foot and turn the back foot up a bit, spreading all the toes. Warrior 2. Neutral lift. Side angle. Top arm vertical. Reverse warrior or neutral lift. Keep lunging into the right knee. Draw in the abs. Go back if you like. Keep the right knee working over. Side angle. Left arm vertical. Warrior 2. Stretching through the wrists and then activating the fingertips. Side angle. Arm lateral. Warrior 2. Deeper side angle or another round of elbow to thigh, otherwise hand to ground, arm lateral. Back to warrior 2. Good, switching sides, turn the right foot in, open that left foot, adjust the width, warrior 2, neutral lift, side angle, top arm vertical, neutral lift, or reverse warrior. Keep lunging to the left leg, keep the left leg moving over. Side angle, top arm vertical, holding the ground as an option. Back to warrior 2. Side angle, elbow to thigh, arm lateral. Back to warrior 2. Side angle, hand to ground or elbow to thigh again, arm lateral. Back leg strong. Push into both feet, use the core, and take warrior 2. Good, relaxing the legs. Opening that right foot, turning the back foot up, and triangle pose. Long in the ribs, long in the arms. And if you just reach partway, that's fine. If you can keep the body open and in line with the legs, you can go lower. Deep breath. Let's switch to half moon. So come to a lunge, bring the hands up, lift the back leg just as high as the hip, not lower, not higher, preferably. And then top arm up, or hold the hip, or just work on twisting open in the hips with both hands to ground. Otherwise, we're here, and then top arm sweeps forward. Land into a side angle with the arm behind the back. Good. Come on up. Turn the back foot in. Open that left foot. Elongate. Emphasize that length in the ribs and the arms and spine, the legs, the breath. The length of the time you use to describe the pose as you teach yoga online. Triangle. Very good. Glide through a lunge. Bring the hands up, lifting the back leg. And taking half moon. And sweep the top arm forward. Side angle. Arm behind the back. Deep breath. And let's go ahead and come on up. Bring the feet a little bit in, open the toes, and take Vinyasa. Bending the knees, use the hands to widen the knees. Either stay like that or arms come up. And come back to standing. Slowly heel toe in until you can walk back to center and stretch the right thigh. Lift the left arm. Good, let's switch sides. Very good, let's do that again. And then this time, doing a forward bend. So go down part way, like a third, halfway, or while lifting the thigh, but still keeping the heel against the glute, you might be able to touch the floor. Little bend in the standing leg, and come on up. And then switch. Deep breath. Bend down partway or fully. A little bend in the standing leg that helps coming on up. Eventually you won't need to do that. Most likely at first it's very helpful. And we're going to switch to a dancer pose or standing bow. So this time we're going to hold the inner foot. Now the knee tends to move outward, but try and hug it kind of neutral, hug it into the midline. Lean out a bit, do the pose moderately, and if it feels good, you lift the leg higher and flex into that hand. Good. And switch. Holding the inner foot, hugging the knee in, and reaching out, stretching, and breathing. Good, and then release. Set the foot. Switch to a nice squat. If your knees hurt while squatting, then you can modify as needed. Do a seated pose or sit on some blocks. Either way, deep breath. Excellent. Gently sit down. Draw the hips back. Holding the feet, lean back a little bit and do the floating squat or eventually Upavishta Konasana. Deep breath. Keeping the knees slightly bent is good if you feel very tender in your hamstrings, but eventually that strong activation through the legs helps with your balance, strength, and flexibility. Keep lifting the chest. A straight body prevents you from rounding the back and rolling like a ball. Good. Let's release from that. Switch back to the hands and knees. Extend the right leg and lift just hip level. Lift the left arm. Switch sides. Extend the left leg. Lift hip level. Lift the right arm. And switching back to the right side, lifting the left arm, and now making a fist, flexing the ankle, and flexing in. And then switching. And release. Lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Tuck the chin, roll to cobra. Exhale, release. Bring the hands to low ribs, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Let's bring the right knee forward for swan. Work the hips down. And then if it feels good, bring the hands further back. If your knee is hurting, you can do a lunge instead, or sometimes having the knee to the middle helps to reduce pain. Sitting on a block can help a lot. Stay with the breath. Only do the back bend where your arms are further back if it's really working for you. If your back's tender, hands more forward. Be conservative with your effort and breathe in a way that reflects a similar quality to meditation. Let's do a wave of the spine. And exhale, downward dog. Left side. Swan. And again, adapt position to the knee or do a lunge. Bring the hands further back if it's really working for you. Feel open in the chest. Deep and steady with the breath. Good, and then make a wave with the spine. And exhale, downward dog. Stay here, or if you'd like, add in an up dog. Or a cobra. Downward dog. Let's bring the right knee forward one more time. And then we'll add swan thigh stretch. And eventually we're going to give up the thigh stretch and do a forward bend. If your knee hurts or just the thigh stretch isn't happening for you, just do an extra long forward bend. Otherwise, we'll take a few breaths stretching like this. Very good. And a nice forward bend. Come on up when you're ready. Exhale. Downward dog. Left side. Swan. And add the thigh stretch. So move the knee to the midline, front hand a little to the middle as well. And stretch. Very good. Release the thigh stretch. And now let's do that nice forward bend. Let the hips relax, also the shoulders, the neck. Just relaxing all through the body. And inhale, lift. Exhale, release, downward dog. And knees down. Well, let's switch to a nice seated position. Have your legs out a bit. And gently massage inner and outer thigh as you roll your hips. Sit tall. Other side. Very good. Bend your right leg in. Inhale, lift the arms. Sit tall. And take a subtle twist to the right. Come back to center. Switch sides. Sit tall. Extend the arms. Feel the muscle tone in the shoulders and back. And take a nice little twist to the left. Come back to center. Switch to sitting cross-legged. Draw the hips back. Rest the arms on the thighs. And close the eyes. Deep breath. Good. Let's come back to the body. Switch which leg is in front. And stir the spine a little bit, kind of like you're stirring a jar of nut butter. Both directions. Couple shoulder rolls. Both directions. Nice. Now that we've checked that we're not getting stiff while we do this little seated quiet time, we'll do another little 1-minute meditation, closing the eyes, just taking about 5 to 7 breaths. Good. Come back to the body. Let's switch to a nice straddle pose. And sit tall. You can push the fingertips into the ground or bring the arms up. Now let's stretch to one leg, holding the shin or eventually one hand, even both to the foot. Come back to center, lifting the arms, sitting very tall, and holding the leg or one hand, maybe both to the foot. Deep breath. Come back to center. And then let's tuck the left leg under and bring the right leg around. At first, just a little bit, and then eventually tucking the foot around more so the knees will appear to stack, or at least be closer to stacked on top of each other. And we'll take the Serenity Pose or Gomukhasana, and then Eagle Arms. Deep breath. Good. Release. Switch the sides. Do a staggered position. Sitting on blankets helps a lot too. And eventually tucking the foot around more and stacking the knees. Gomukhasana. And then opposite arm is in front. Eagle arms with the breath. And release. Let's set up to lower onto the back. Make sure there's plenty of space and all the cushioning you need. Roll back and down. Knees to chest. And then feet to the ground. Feet together. Knees open. Deep breath. Knees lift, and then feet widen, knees bend in. And bend the right knee in more. Move the left leg away. Either stay like this or take the outer ankle to the outer thigh and go deep with that leverage. Very good. Let's do the other side. Deep stretch, deep breath. And release from that stretch. Now extend the left leg, open the arms. Take a big hip side stretch. You roll onto the left hip and take the left hand to the right thigh. Right shoulder stays down. Enjoying the nice long stretch through the spine with a nice long exhale. Other side. Come back to center. Hands under the hips, and then extend the legs vertical. And just hold here for a bit. And release into Shavasana. When you're ready, wiggle the fingers and toes. Come back to the body. Take knees to chest. And then a comfortable seat. Sit comfortably, sit tall. Breathe. And we'll do a clearing breath on 3 ohms. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. And breathing in. Namaste.
thank you very much for practicing. Hopefully this was just what you needed. Classes are for donations, so click the link below, send a donation, small or big. It's all appreciated. Share with your friends and keep training, even if you can't send money. Best wishes to you if you're struggling from this difficult past year. Remember to drink water. And if you're a cyclist and you like my videos because it helps your cycling, come to my Santa Cruz tour June 25th through 27th, where we'll do classes either at the park or the beach every day after our ride with a snack and a gap between those things. We're going to ride about 40, 45 miles a day for 3 days. And I've got the best routes around with lots of nice hidden gems to show you in my hometown, which is one of my favorite places to cycle in the whole world. And I've ridden in many different parts of the world. So not saying that lightly, just to sell tickets. It's awesome here. Hope you can make it. If you're not a cyclist, keep training. We do Hatha Yoga Thursday, Vinyasa Saturday. Like I said, I'm going to show some alignment videos this week. So lots to look forward to. Thank you for participating. And I'm going to have a little water. Old school yoga people say no water before or after. And I understand the theory behind that, but I'm up early with my child drinking coffee every day, and I just got to keep hydrating. So hopefully you are doing the same and enjoying. Take care. See you soon.